Alright, I'm taking these Aloe Excelsa off of my hydroponic, and I'm going to attempt to dry them out a little bit and transplant them in normal soil and then eventually outside. And while I do that with these two seeds sprouted in the same pod, I'm going to let this one continue on the hydroponic garden and see what happens. This one's looking really nice. And there's only one in that one, so I'm going to leave that one there and transplant these two into a normal pot. Alright, you can see that the roots are coming out the bottom of the rock wool. I'm going to take the rock wool out, pull these guys apart before they grow too much together. Alright, so I got most of the rock wool off, but the roots are still intertwined of these two plants. And look, you can see one of the lower leaves was actually getting a little bit rotten from moisture. And I think it's probably the right time to take this out and move it on up. You know, I think these have separated in my hand. Let's look. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We have one Aloe Excelsa right here. And a nice one right here. Okay. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this, which is it's actually bedding from my reptile, from my tegu. His name is Romeo. It's going to have a little bit of his mess in there, though he is potty trained, does most of his mess outside. There's a little bit in there, which I think would just be good fertilizer. I'm going to dump a bunch of perlite in there. There's some worm casings in there also. And I'm going to use this to transplant those Excelsa I just showed you. Okay, I've got it halfway filled up with the cocoa fibers, the perlite, and a little bit of soil. And I'm going to fill it in the rest of the way. And we're going to hope and pray that this doesn't kill it, because it grew up on a hydroponic system. It looks like a nice plant though, doesn't it? Okay, now I'm going to keep it nice and wet. It's not going to have a constant flow of water like it did in the hydroponic. And then I'm going to put it in with my other guys indoor while it acclimates to not being hydroponic, and then I will acclimate it to the sunlight slowly.